Americans have voted by mail since the Civil War with no cases of large-scale fraud. But to hear Donald Trump tell it, the Postal Service is a prime target for foreign interference.
Because they can be forged, they can be captured, they can be taken.
In the midst of a pandemic, with fears that long lines at polling places could spread the coronavirus, more and more states are turning to mail-in ballots. The president claims, without evidence, that will bring fraud. Yesterday, he said he opposed additional funding for the post office, acknowledging the money would help deal with the extra mail.
If we don't make a deal, that means they don't get the money. That means they can't have universal mail-in voting.
He's since walked that back, saying he's willing to free up the money, part of a stalled stimulus bill, if the Democrats cave to Republican demands.
I would certainly do that, sure.
Critics say Trump is really afraid those envelopes will hold millions of votes for Joe Biden.
He's been afraid for a while. He knows that on the legit, it'd be hard for him to win. So he wants to put obstacles of participation.
Some Democrats also fear the Trump administration is dismantling the service itself, with a Republican and Trump donor as Postmaster General, overseeing massive cuts.
Roughly half of Americans are afraid of whether their ballots are going to be counted and whether there's going to be a free and fair election in the fall.
The post office has warned 46 states there's no guarantee votes will make it in time. So while November 3rd may be Election Day, it may not be Results Day.
You can be sure that tens of millions of ballots will not be counted on November 3rd. And so if it is close on election night, then we should expect this to go into overtime.
And while Trump condemns universal mail-in ballots, this week he and wife Melania requested their absentee ballots, preparing for a third time to vote by mail in Florida. Stephen D'Souza, CBC News, New York.